Once you've got all your audio, you're ready to mix it together in the final edit. This is the job of the audio engineer, or your editor if you've run out of people.
The first thing to do is to sync all of your nicely recorded audio with your camera footage, which will either have no audio or garbage scratch audio that's unusable. There are 4 methods for syncing your audio.
The first is for the rich who have timecode setups. All you do is grab your clips and sync by timecode. That's it, you're done.
The second is for the poor who have cameras with mics. Use the scratch audio and the good audio and sync by waveform. This will work most of the time, when the scratch audio is close enough to the good audio.
The third is for the poor who plan ahead. You don't have audio on your camera, but you slate it. You use the exact frame when the slate is closed and the spike in the waveform on the good audio to sync the clips. This should be the last resort and is why you always slate.
The fourth option is for those who have been wronged. There is no slate. There is no scratch audio. You must painstakingly match the audio with the movement of the actor's lips. Then you must find the culprit and seek revenge.
Now it's time to level the audio. Your music will pretty much never be imported at the volume it needs to be. You'll often need to adjust the volume of the music as it progresses to weave around dialogue and crescendo when necessary.
Dialogue clips may vary in volume depending on your on-set audio technician, but they should hover around -20 decibels. When mixing, try to land your peak around -10 decibels, but you can get closer to 0 if you're planning on only releasing it on social media. Most editors will have a sound bar which turns red when you get too close to 0.
Be careful not to cover up dialogue with music, unless that's your intention. Music should typically be a little quieter than you expect while mixing. Keep in mind that your video won't always be played with great speakers and may be played on a phone or a laptop with crappy sound. You want to make it so that dialogue is still understandable in these scenarios.
As you mix, you'll sometimes need to add certain sound effects to the audio clips. Common effects include noise removal, which gets rid of background noise with varying levels of success, of course. High-pass filter, which removes the lower frequency sounds and gives the audio a tinny sound. And low-pass filter, which removes higher frequencies and makes audio sound muffled and distant.
So let's say you're mixing and then the worst happens. Your mic is peaking. The audio wasn't recorded properly and the audio is ruined for your best take. What do?
First, don't panic. Look for other takes with good audio. If there are any, either switch to that take or borrow little chunks from the other takes to replace the peaking audio.
If there aren't any other usable takes, consider cutting the line. If it's possible to cut, do it and don't look back.
But maybe it's an important line that you can't cut.
Then you turn to ADR, which stands for Automatic Dialogue Replacement.
Get your actor into a sound booth so they can say the line again, as close as possible to the original without peaking the mic. Then mix the resulting audio to sound similar to that which was recorded on set. Then hide the ADR by cutting into shots where you can't see the actor's mouth as well, or by mixing it in with good audio from that take. But ADR can be very tricky to do well.
And sometimes you can't get your actors back. What do you do then? Cry. You cry and move on with your life and live with the fact that you'll have peaking in your final edit. And then you take revenge. Bye-bye!